Hey everybody, we've got our 2012 150 Prado. So it's past it. This is a car that's over 10 years old. It's raining today, so it's a bit wet. So we're going to go under and get a free shower and just do a really quick inspection to show you how bad these cars are once they're past 10 years old and all the problems you're going to have. So better get your pen and paper out ready and start taking notes. We can't look at the standard rack boot leak, which is very minor, not worth fixing on this because it's got a bit of water wetness as well, so we're going to misjudge it, so we skip that for today. Have a quick look at the other side, see what I mean. It's, you know, it's pretty good. It's just a bit of water there, sometimes a bit of oil, don't worry about that. Lower ball joints, upper ball joints, they'll all be okay. Aftermarket suspension, you know, or you know what they are, so you know what's going to happen, don't you? Let's see, are they wet up there? It's very black, or is that where? Yeah, they must have been probably leaking from ages ago, so pretty standard. What's this one? Yeah, this one's not the same. So I reckon it's usually one front, one back that's leaking with the Bilsteins. See have we mentioned before that they're probably leaking? Yeah. And was it this one? Do you remember? Because your memory. Yep. Okay. So there you go. It's probably in another video, is it? Is there in another video? Yeah, one of the last inspections. So there you go. All right, let's go down under here and have a look at all these problems. Turbo's bone dry. Engine sumps bone dry. No oil leaks. Oh, it's got the quick oil change valve on it. Won't need to check the oil pickup. Why? Because you know, you just change your injectors before you need to worry about any of these things, and happy days. Have we done injectors on this yet?
Yep.
Yep, okay, so there you go. We definitely don't have to worry about it. Too many cars, I don't remember stuff. Automatic, bone dry, nothing to see here. Have we done an automatic transmission flush on this?
No, you did a special seal job on.
Oh yeah, oh this is the one we did the dodgy on. Yeah. Is this that video that, dodgy, yeah. Mate, this video has had so many views and so many people have said, so was that the one I did the video that went for about 7 minutes or something like that?
Yeah,
amazing.
Gonna go and it's,
yeah. Well, there you go, right? So, and this is my whole point. So I'm going to have to do another video separately on this anyway. So for all the people that saw that video and went, oh, this guy, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. We'll go through it. I've mentioned it in a few videos. I mean, people don't quite get it. So this is the automatic transmission back here. At the back here, there's a seal. So there's not meant to be any oil coming from the transmission. This is the transfer case. This is an airspace in there. There's not meant to be any oil in there, but you can get a very slow leak from this transfer case, from the input side out this side here, and it comes out here, and you know, like what we were just looking at on another vehicle, there was one drop of oil that got dripped on the timing cover, and it spread to the size of, what was it? It was about 100. It was massive. It looked like some big oil leak, right, from one drop of oil. So the point is, a small amount of oil can look really bad, and then some people say, oh, I reckon it came off, you know, here, and of course you do get some grease oily sort of going off places like that, and you can see up there, that's what that is up there. But what was down here, so you can see that oil stain this side from the propeller shaft, but see this side, it hasn't got an oil drip there. And someone might say, oh, but there's not meant to be oil in there. And that is correct. And it might be filling up in there, and that is correct. So in about 10 years, there might be 20 mil of oil in there. Like, you know, big deal, how exciting. Who cares? If it really fills up that, it's not going to cause any problems. If it really fills up that much, it's probably going to start leaking out the top somewhere. And one day we could, if you like spending $1,000 and we'll just pull the transfer case out, change all the seals and all that.
For a video, of course.
Yeah, no, not for a video. For like, are you happy with that, or do you want to? Do you know what I mean? So you know, we save money. I mean, someone could say, oh, you know, that's only. Someone might be cheap. Maybe they reckon it's a couple $100 to pull your propeller shafts off and lift this, get this heavy transfer case out, all your propeller shafts, get it out, get the genuine parts, change the seal and put it back together. I mean, to do it properly, to get people to do it right, costs more than that. So to me, it's a fair bit of money to do something that just doesn't need doing. So that was the idea. It was to show you how well the RTV worked. You can see it adheres, it sticks well, it seals well, there's no mess there. It works really well. Who's really down underneath the vehicle having a look anyway? But when we do an inspection like this, if you look at our playlist called Vehicle Service Inspection, whatever it's called, you'll see a lot of these things. You'll see probably 1 in 10 that's got some oil there. This was one of those 1 in 10s with a small amount of oil there. Well, guess what it's got there now? 0. So anyway, there you go. What would I know? You got to have a look at all the comments on that video on that. I think it's called the best, cheapest oil leak fix that works or something like that. And the idea was you could do this, you could do that on a lot of other applications and places. I'm going to try and get in there and see the brake pads with the camera, but it's not working with the camera. But I can tell you there's about 80-90%. We must have done the rear brakes at some time, did we?
No.
You did them? Yeah. When? How many Ks? What, 10,000, 20,000, something like that?
Yeah, 130.
Yeah, so they've done about 30,000, so there's plenty there anyway. It's good to just have a look though. I'm trying to use the camera as a light and get in there and have a look, but then the whole camera's in the way of my view. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, plenty of meat there. And you can all, if you're not sure, but there's plenty of meat on the tyres as well. You can go around to the outside and have a look at the pads as well on some different angles and have a bit of a look-see if you want to, you know, check your own pads and see how much meat's there. But you need to understand that. Brakes, matter of safety. So if you don't know what you're looking at, don't work on it, don't check it. Make sure you take it to someone that does. Let's have a look at these Bilsteins. Now, usually it's one front and one rear, like I said. This would be the rear one, so nothing's changed there. Okay. But it still works reasonably, doesn't it? Or did you say it was a bit bouncy in that as well, you know? So, yeah, so could be just, you know, maybe they were overfilled from the word go. So we've got a bit of water. Pretty boring video, really. There's nothing to see here because, once again, it's a Toyota. It's only just over 10 years old, so it's got decades and decades of life left in it. As long as you sort of follow the required basic maintenance, you're not going to need to change exhausts, you're not going to need to change propeller shafts, you're not going to need to change transfer cases or seals, you're not going to need to change fuel tanks. Automatic transmission oil, you should probably change that because it'll last longer if you do, because new oil is the lifeblood of the transmission. What else we got around here? That little plug, not leaking yet, even at 10 years, so it's not a big problem. It's just we try and pick out all the problems and show you what they are so you can avoid it. So these vehicles and these engines and transmissions and everything, they have minimal problems. But, you know, that makes it easier for us because we can manage those makes and models of vehicle because they're so reliable. Where if you've got cars that need work, if you're looking for work, then you could work on something other than Toyotas. Even those lower control arm bushes are looking really good. How are they so good? Bloody hell, we haven't changed these arms, have we? No, okay, they're looking pretty good, or I can't see properly. What about this side over here? Can't really get in there. Have a look in the camera. I can't really get in there with one. Yeah, they look good, don't they? These ones are really good, so you must be nice on the speed humps or something. Okay, well, that's pretty boring. Another boring video. How about these tyres? You happy with these? Bridgestone, Jewel, what are they? 697s or something, right? Yeah, a lot of people have got them. Yeah, cool. Very good on road, pretty grippy and that sort of thing, yeah. Probably a little bit not too grippy off-road, but, you know, good enough for dirt roads, and it's not like you're going out doing crazy four-wheel drive tracks, so you got to choose tyres that suit your own needs. Just looking for all these problems. Where are all these problems with this 10-year-old car? We've got some bananas here. I don't reckon they've been used. No, haven't been used, so they're still looking all right because they haven't been used. All right, what else have we got up here besides water? That's it. It's getting pretty boring. There's nothing to see here. Nice silver 150. Mate, any play in the wheel bearings? No. What about the tie rod ends? No play in anything in the front end. How are we going to make any money out of these cars if they keep being this reliable? Unbelievable. And then, you know, you work out the few things that can happen and you come up with a, you know, you give me a problem and come up with a solution. So make sure you've got your injector seat maintenance and your injector maintenance right. With the timing about when it's due, you can do a bit of extra work. That's the BFE. Check out all our other playlists for more information, but this is kind of looking pretty wet and pretty good. What a another boring inspection video. I think last time I did the diff, was this me? Did someone check the diff oil level and whatever, or did I not clean that up properly? I don't know. Do you reckon someone did a service? Did you follow? No. So would I have done that at 120 then?
I'd say so.
It's about to get done anyway, so we'll put some new washers on it, I reckon, because that's a little bit of a sweaty thing. And normally I'd clean that up. So that's why it's good to have things clean. So if you see it like that, you go, okay. Interesting how it looks like it's leaked upwards though.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
It is funny. But anyway, we'll do the diff oils and we'll put some new gaskets on there. What else? We're going to do this fuel filter up here as well. Don't forget that, people, on the 1KD and the 1GD. It's not on the 1KZ and it's not on the petrol. And of course, lube your propeller shafts, all part of every service. The more you go in dust and water and stuff like that, the more you should regularly lubricate those. What else you got, mate? You're waiting to do the rear diff oil? Let's do it, mate. Let's do it. All right, people, if you want to learn more about cars, particularly Prados and Hiluxes and stuff like that, subscribe, turn the bell on. On the 150, you don't need to change the filler hose. If they ever leak or crack, I'll let you know in a video. So if you subscribe, you won't miss out on that news when it happens. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.